Welcome back, guys. So today I wanted to start the beginner lawn care or new lawn video series, but as you guessed it, Mother Nature says, we're gonna be so windy. So we're gonna kind of change plans on what videos we're gonna do here. But right behind me here, we got my John Deere riding lawnmower X590, and we're gonna do a full service oil change, air filter, sharpen the blades, clean the deck, all of that stuff. We got the weed eater laying on the ground. But what I wanted to talk about, and it's something that it's a safety deal. I understand why it's on there. So do this at your own risk. I'm not saying it's probably not a good thing. I do know if you take this into John Deere and they find it, they will actually put it back the correct way because they cannot let it leave their facility being disabled. And so I'll spin this camera around, I'll show you what I'm talking about real quick, and then we'll get into some other stuff. So on these lawnmowers, this yellow button is the reverse switch. So when your PTO is engaged, so your mower deck, when your PTO is engaged, when you go in reverse, you have to hit that yellow button to keep the mower deck going. So you can actually come down under here and pull that out. And it really does just pull out. I was very surprised. And so all you're going to be left with is this black deal right here that will plug into the button up there. So what I did is I created a jumper wire and two spade bits, or spade connectors, I don't know what they're actually called, two spade deals, and you just plug them in, and then I'm going to zip tie this up to maybe the other wire harness or something, so that way it isn't rattling around. But I did go out and I did test it. It does work. I figured I'd test it before I showed you guys and then made a fool of myself. But it does work. No more yellow switch. I'm happy about that. So that's how you do it. I might put some tape around it just to hold it because this lawn is so bumpy. Now, you guys may notice the garage. I don't think I've ever showed the garage in here. We finally got it all sheeted yesterday, completely sheeted. The only thing that was left was that little corner back there behind the heater. That's why there's crap everywhere, because it's really not organized. I've had everything all over. Finally got the cornhole board mounts up there. Got that little deal up there. Got the pegboard up there yesterday. Now, if anybody has any good solutions on how to clean metal while it's up on your ceiling, please leave it in the comments. So this is used metal. I got it from my dad. It was on his buildings, and they sat out in one of his buildings for years, and so they're really dirty. And since it's used, you can see there's screw holes there, and there's insulation up above it, so I hate to be spraying water and getting my insulation all wet, but I know I need water to clean it, but I'm just not quite sure how I'm going to do it. It's going to take forever, but that's another day's project. We also got to restring the weed eater. I was out weed eating the fence line yesterday and ran out of weed eater string. We're going to change the oil. There's the oil filter, the little deal there, the dipstick. The air filter stuff is right here, so we're going to take that off. We got the old mow jack right there to lift it up, clean the underside of the deck, sharpen the blades. I do have a new set of blades from Ballard Blades. This is not a plug. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. A local lawn business company around here, they use them, and so just see how they work. I'm not going to use them right now. I'm going to wait about 3 or 4 mows, so that way all the rock and all the crap is out of the yard before I go tear up my new blades. But we're going to check the tire pressure. We're just going to do a full tune-up today. My goal is, it's windy, but I've mowed parts of the yard, but not the full yard. My goal today is to mow the full yard. So I'm hoping we can get all this done and then get out there and mow the full yard, get everything weed eated. It's going to take a few hours, but I'm hoping we can get her done. So I'll take you guys along with some of this process, but I know you guys don't want to see all this. It's the same old crap every year. So thank you guys for watching. There'll be some clips at the end. Please subscribe. It helps me out a lot. We're moving up. We're going. So please subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Well, guys, we started in on this oil change. So where it is, you cannot get a normal size one in there. You can. Oh, you can. But it will dump down the side when it gets, not very far out there. So word of advice, get you something small put in there. Otherwise, you're going to make a mess. And I mean, what's an oil change without a mess? You always mess, prove that you did it. Can't ever go, easy. So we got the oil draining out. We got my whole kit here. We got our whole kit here. Oil filter, all the goods. This is just a John Deere home maintenance kit. That way it's just legit. Hopefully I didn't just step in oil and say, you get it all over and then you track it around everywhere. And But we got our air filter in here. We got our cover down in there, the little mesh cover deal that goes around it. So, we're getting her started. Okay, another update in the struggle bus riding right now is when you think you can do something, you probably can, but it's gonna make a mess. So I pulled the old oil filter out. It's right there. But you wouldn't guess it. You just can't pull it straight out because this black thing right here is right in the way. And I know that, notch that out, but you can't just pull it out. It's stuck. So then you got to tip it up and try to yank it out. And let me tell you, I made another mess. It's so fun. Yep. But we got the filter changed, oil drained out. A lot of oil on the ground. Some oil in there now. Some oil in there. We're doing good. Well, guys, mower deck's cleaned out. All the maintenance is done. We're ready to go mow. Blades are sharpened. Maintenance kit's done. Just gotta fill the weed eater with string and we're ready to rock and roll. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.